Man, you can imagine that awkward meeting with the Gorosei and Imu whilst everything currently is happening over there at Onigashima Wanokuni. Can you imagine the meeting between them, the Gorosei and Imu? How that went down after today's chapter and the chapter before that, 1040? Yeah, I can imagine that it was probably something like this. Yeah, and then we're gonna this dude up and then we say, Blackbeard, hey, you gotta rule 100 years and then we gotta kill you. But he doesn't know what has happened. Why are you doing this, huh? Did somebody die again? Did Shanks do something without telling us beforehand what's going on? What the hell is going on? What is this? Well, show me that. I bet this was again Shanks' doing. What is going on? So let's see what this is saying. So the crewmates from Kaido got defeated again. So his Tobi Roppo got defeated. So whatever, screw them. They were weak as fuck. What is this? And it says Queen, King, and Jack also got defeated. Well, whatever, not a big deal. What the hell is this? Well, what's it saying, huh? Did Kaido get more drunk as usual? No. Big Mom got defeated. Yes, Big Mom got defeated. No, come on, not today. Today is Tuesday. Get me Imu-sama right now. We need a meeting. Shit. So we all are going to lose our jobs?
One eternity later.
Procedure, everyone! What's the procedure? Stay calm!
If the Gorosei give the order out to the leader of the Cypher Pole Zero agency, and this is the masked elite unit, right? If they give out the order, hey, you know what? Screw everybody who's left on this island, go get up there and kill Monkey D. Luffy. Mugiwara needs to get executed. Do the order right now. But the Cypher Pole agent's elite group leader with the mask, the one who's left and the last one who's left, he is not stupid. He's saying, hey, wait a second, I did not sign up for this shit. You want me to go up there to Kaido? You know what he's going to do to me? Yes, we all know it and he knows it, but the Goros will say, you know what, fuck you. You gotta go there and you gotta assist him. No, this is not working like this. The moment he goes up there to assassinate Luffy or to help to assist Kaido to kill Luffy, Kaido will turn his head to him and be like, get the hell out of here. You are interrupting my fight and you're getting killed now for me. This is not the way Kaido does his fights. He hates this, and he hated it back in the day with Oden and what the guys did with the fight between him and Oden, right? You remember that in the flashback? So, things are getting so out of hand. The Gorosei and Imu, they already had Luffy, Vivi, Blackbeard, all of them at their watch list. But now, they got early spoilers for the next 100 chapters of One Piece, and now they realize they're not the main characters of this series. Now they realize they got spoilers and they realize, shit, the main character of this series not only has the same will and is carrying the will of Joy Boy, but he is a 19-year-old young man who has perfected every abilities with his Gomu Gomu no Mi, nearly, besides awakening, has King's Haki, advanced King's Haki and other types of abilities and allies around the world. And probably he's a kind of a reincarnation of the sun god Nika, if that is not the same person as Joy Boy. And now he's coming in here and will destroy our 800 years of ruins, history and whatever. Yeah. Hey Imu, what are we gonna do now? The Gorosei is asking, by the way. Those old fucks are shivering everywhere. They know shit's about to get down. If Luffy beats Kaido there, it is gonna go down and they know it. And they are scared shitless of that. And Imu, probably if Imu himself or herself gave the order, hey, you know what? Yeah. Every forces we have go to Monkey D. Luffy. So the Cypher Pole agent could do now one thing, and that would be wait until the fight is over, until Luffy and Kaido are completely knocked out and done fighting, and both of them can't move anymore. This could be one way, and then the assassin could come in there and be like, okay, Monkey D. Luffy, you know what? Now you die. But then there's Zunisha. Don't think you can do that so easily to Luffy, you Cypher Pole Zero fool. you bastard. So guys, One Piece chapter 1041 is out and it was a blast. I mean, it was amazing from the start to finish and it was like holy shit. Not only is the potential Kaido flashback incoming because of the defeat of Big Mom, now Kaido is crying, and I love that Eiichiro Oda is building up this deeper connection between the Yonko because they got history. When we saw Big Mom in her youth, she was 24 years old by then because Kaido was announced to be 15 years old in this flashback. And it's like, yes, we want to see more of that. And Big Mom is saying this stuff like, hey, you can't trust rocks. Welcome to the rocks, but you can't trust him. Oh yeah, and on the cover page we see Pudding punching the shit out of Yonji and Niji because they were horrible siblings to Sanji back in the day. And I'm like, you go girl, take that place, punch them, beat them to a pulp, take revenge for your husband who is out there nearly half dead, but he will come back to you at the end of the day. Kaido flashback finally incoming. We need to see more, we need to see what happened there. Momonosuke and Yamato are still talking and Momo is saying, hey, Zunisha is arriving and I communicated with Zunisha, and he himself announced, Momonosuke, I'm here to assist you, I will help you out. And Yamato's of course like, hey, that's great Momo, this is exactly that what we needed. But then Momonosuke continues, then he's talking about Oden's journal and he's like, hey, you know what, my father was amazing, but he ripped off the most important page of that journal about laughtale. And it's like, hey, that's me, he's talking about me. No, he's talking about the last island, but Oden and Roger knew we cannot write about this island, and if this information gets out there, oh, there's gonna be chaos. So what did they do? What did Oden do? He ripped off the page and probably burnt it, so no one knows. Besides the living ex-Roger pirates, really sure. She's like, hey Momo, you are the one who will bring this world into its dawn. You will bring peace to this entire planet. But I have to stop you there, Yamato. You are misunderstanding something here. It is not Momonosuke who will bring the dawn to the world with the D name, D for dawn. It is Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy is the one who carries Joy Boy's will, and once he finds One Piece, Luffy, he is now a 19 years old young man, he will be probably 20 years old. Because in Japanese law, with 20 you are an adult. It would make perfect sense. Luffy hits 20 years and he finds One Piece. So, the one who brings the dawn with his D initial name is Luffy, and not Momonosuke. And therefore, yeah. So Momonosuke also has this midlife crisis with 28 years old. He's the only One Piece character who's 8 years old in the body of a 20 years old man. Because he skipped 20 years of life. And it's normal, Momo, you are doing a midlife crisis thing, you don't know what to do, you even are not sure if you should open the borders of Wano and so on and so on. Don't worry, kid. Once this shit is over, you will have a clear head, and I hope we get to see your adult design by then. Ask Yamato to help you out. She knows it. Also funny was how Zunisha doesn't remember the crime it did back in the day, so what's up there? Why? So also funny was how Zunisha still did not attack the world government ships, because we see them outside, which means Zunisha is waiting for Momo's command, fuck them up please, and most likely that will happen within the next chapters, most likely, maybe once the fight with Luffy and Kaido is over, because that is the last remaining threat besides the one last Cypher Pole Zero agent who's still alive and going around, right? After that it's like, who's left? I liked how Yamato looked worried about Momonosuke whilst he was talking about himself and not being sure what to do and if he should open it and he's a coward and so on. She looked like a worried old sister, older sister, sibling. So she could really help him out with this shit and what he's going through currently, but we will see how Oda will handle this. We go away to the floor where Fukurokuju and Raizo fought, and the battle is over. Winner is Raizo because Fukurokuju is on the floor still burning and he's unconscious. It should have announced it, Eiichiro Oda should have announced it like, hey, Fukurokuju died because he burned, but it's Odachi's story and he doesn't like to kill that much in real time in the manga, but whatever. Jinbei finds Raizo, he's like, hey samurai, it's you, what the hell are you doing? Why are you burning? And it's funny because Raizo was on the floor and he was spinning left and right to turn off the fire, and you know, right, Jinbei is there, he can do a water-based technique, maybe if he can absorb a little bit of water from the air, and then he does his water Gyojinto karate technique, and maybe this way he can help a little bit with Raizo. And then Raizo is stating something, it is going to happen soon, something will happen soon, so what? The exact words were, the preparation is almost done, so for what? For burning the castle down? We go to the basement level where that piece of shit Orochi is with Hiyori, and he is still waiting for Fukurokuju, and he does not know that his man probably died out there fighting Raizo. But pretty interesting is he's thinking to himself, he's like, did that coward leave the island without me? Because now he's really getting nervous. Oh, that is very good. And then he's turning around to Hiro and he's asking, hey Komurasaki, why are you always playing this song? And why are you always wearing this mask? Are you even real, bro? Are you even here, or is this in my mind? Am I seeing ghosts? What the hell is this? And she's still playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. Then Orochi tries to go off, and then he looks up, and then everything crumbles because of the fire spreading around, and Luffy and Kaido on the they're still going at it like madmen, and then a piece of the ceiling is coming down and it crushes Orochi. I cheered on that part. I was like, yes, fucking die, you piece of shit. But it gets even better. Hiyori reveals to himself, you know what, I'm not Komurasaki, I am the daughter of Oden Kozuki. And you know what I did to you? I took a little needle made out of Kairoseki sea stone and I put it onto you. So you cannot transform into your devil fruit, into your Hydra Orochi, what the hell you are. No, Hydra was the attack from Luffy at the end, but he cannot transform now because he has got a Kairoseki needle onto his body. Thank you. And you know what I love about this so much? Hiyori has guts. She has courage. I mean, that's why also she will be the perfect waifu for Zoro. If you think about it, it's like, hey, this is a perfective match. Because all the time the girls Zoro saves, they're like, oh, I can't do shit, I can't save myself. But Hiyori, she's brave. She has courage. She does stuff, and she's like, no, I am the daughter of a samurai. And she goes in there and she does exactly what she wanted to do, and she doesn't fear Orochi, and I like that. It's funny because Orochi is saying, but I thought you loved me and stuff, when she's like, love? You bitch, you really thought I love you? I don't have such a feeling. I'm like, man, that's ruthless, that's heartless, I like that. You are the perfect match for Zoro, for Roronoa Zoro Shimotsuki. Well done. At the end of the story, Zoro and Hiyori will most likely end up together, and he will most likely get a daughter and will name her Kuina. That will be a perfect finish for Zoro's story arc. It is the most obvious in a way, but it is a good story ending for him in my opinion. Also a perfect match for Sanji is Pudding, and on the cover page Pudding is punching Niji and Yonji because they were so horrible to Sanji back in the day. She is taking revenge for her husband. How cute is that, right? So Sanji and Pudding need to a reunion at the end of the story, Zoro and Hiyori, and of course our king, our monkey D, Luffy, has Boa Hancock, the pirate empress. I mean, pirate empress suits for the king of the pirates, and Hancock is strong. I mean, she is fucking strong, and she has King's Haki as a bonus. So our three main boys have three main strong female characters on their sides. Well, okay, Pudding is maybe not that strong, but she truly loves Sanji, let's say this. She truly loves Sanji. The funny thing with Hiyori also is she is saying, I am not smiling. I can't smile like this, knowing that you, piece of shit, are still alive. And what I love about this line and the mask she is wearing, look at the mask which Eiichiro Oda drew. The mask is looking like it is smiling, but it looks like a forced smile. So even the mask is representing her Komurasaki state, where she needed to smile, but she she was playing a role this entire time, and that mask I think represents that perfectly. It looks like it is smiling, but it is a forced smile. It does not want to smile, but it is forced to smile. And behind the mask, she's most likely looking fierce and angry and with rage and so on. And she's therefore stating, she's saying, no, I am not smiling. And you thought I loved you? Fuck. Her shamisen, and she's like, you know, this song is called Moon Princess. My father loved this song. He wanted me to play it on his grave. Yes. Oh, by the way, my father is Oden Kozuki. What are you gonna do now? So the whole part with Orochi and Hiyori was great done, and Orochi, I hope, gets crushed to death. Now we're getting to the meaty part of this chapter, because Izo has defeated one of the masked Cypher Pole Zero agents, and the one is falling down, but he gave Izo a Shigan, and I'm like, how the hell did you shoot that guy to death nearly? It's like, okay, wow. The leader of the Cypher Pole Zero agents group, the guy is on the floor. It looks like he also got beat up a little bit, but he's getting up, of course. And then he looks to his partner and he's like, Maha, oh my god, no. Your partner is out, forget it. Funny is how the Cypher Pole Zero even is asking themselves, why are the remnant pirates of the Shirohige no Mi still helping this little boy? They're still seeing Luffy as the stupid little kid. He is no longer the stupid little kid. He is a freaking King's Haki wielding bastard who has a lot of gained new powers within this arc alone. So it's like, don't underestimate him. Luffy has the one ability Mihawk stated 2 years ago. It's like he can get a lot of allies and friends. He attracts them. And on the other hand, I'm like, hey, Cypher Pole, didn't you watch Marineford with us 2 years ago? Don't you know what happened back then? Why are you still asking shit like this? So the masked leader of the CP0 is pretty mad because of the defeat of his partner, but screw him, he gets a call and an order directly from the Gorosei. So his HQ, his Cypher Pole Zero HQ called him, and he's like, yeah, what the hell do you want from me? Things are getting really ridiculous here, so what can I do? And they're like, forget everything you're doing, go there and kill Monkey D. Luffy. This has priority number one. Priority number one. We need him killed today here. He is not allowed to survive. He must be destroyed. And he's like, what the hell? What do you want me to do? You want me to go up there and fight when Kaido is there? I can't do that. This is Kaido. He will kill me. I love how Oda is still marking that, hey, Kaido is up there. Don't underestimate him. This is Kaido up there. But the Gorosei said that because they had a meeting with Imu, and Imu said, you know what, fuck all of this. I want to be still the king of everything, so you go and do this for me. And the Gorosei were like, yeah, shit, okay, priority number one, Big Mom is down, we cannot allow Kaido to get defeated. We cannot allow to take that risk, even if it is 1%. Even if there is 1% chance, we have to take it as an absolute certainty. That was from Batman vs Superman. I love that line from Ben Affleck. Batfleck.
And if we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
Then we saw Drake. Drake is getting up again, but he's not awakened. So he's pretty damn destroyed and took damage, but he's getting up again and he's thinking to himself, hey, I gotta do something. I am not going out here empty-handed. I need to do something. Well, you know what? You could either stall the Cypher Pole Zero masked guy, if you have the leftover power for that, you could stall him, or you could inform Kobe, and he could inform Garp, and maybe the sword section of the Marines could do something if they are available, if they are not still chasing the warlords outside of Wanokuni and Onigashima, if they're not chasing the Shichibukai, you know? Drake needs to do something, and it most likely either will be those two things. Stopping that masked guy or communicating with the outside world with the sword section. We see Usopp riding on Hamlet and he has saved Kinemon and Kiku, they are alive, yeah, we knew that. Then we see Frankie and he is with his cyborg arm grabbing onto Zoro, because from the explosion from last chapter, how everything crumbled into itself. And then he saw Zoro at the last second and he grabbed him. So Zoro is safe, but Is he alive? This is the other question. Maybe at the end Chopper will be like, okay Zoro, I give you medicine, I will heal you, and he's like, shit, he's dead. Zoro's dead, guys. Maybe there's an old school, traditional samurai wanokuni healing method with the spiritual world and with a sacrifice. I don't know what kind of a thing they could bring Zoro back from the underworld. Maybe he's trapped in the underworld and he doesn't know how to get up. Maybe he's currently arguing with Enma and is like, hey, I need to go out and I need your power to get me to the top. And maybe he has lost his way to the underworld. Hera and Nekomamushi are going inside the castle because they cannot stand outside the castle any longer. Everything is crumbling, everything is moving, it is not safe there. It is either not safe inside the castle, everything is burning, on the roof they are fighting like maniacs and everything is crumbling. You need to get out of Onigashima. I suppose that's the point where Zunisha comes in. See Nami and Zeus is feeling that Big Mom, his mama, got defeated. And he's stating that, and then Nami is also looking around and she's like, holy shit, Tragai and Kid have done the impossible, right? Amazing, that is amazing. But Zeus looks still, he's like, he said that his mama got away and got defeated, and then Nami is like, hey, you want me? You want me or you want your mama back? And then Zeus of course is scared, oh no, Nami, I want you. So Marco is healing up Komachiyo and he's calming down Tama in the first place. He's like, hey, calm down, they will be okay. But don't let your guards down. The main boss is still active upstairs. We are in the most dangerous island in the world, in the entire world. And then I'm like, yes, this is again a statement from Odachi to us. Hey, as long as Kaido is standing, fuck off, Kaido is still there. We go to Kid and Law, and the crewmates from both of them are still cheering because they have beaten Big Mom. They still can realize that Big Mom is down. Kid and Law are still conscious. They're still talking and they're looking up to the ceiling because they can see the huge ass pieces from the roof falling down because of the fight of Luffy and Kaido. But I was shocked. I was like, hey boys, you've got some pretty extreme endurance. What the hell? They are not unconscious. They can't move. As it seems like they can't move. But Kid is saying, should we prepare for Kaido if he comes down here? And Kid is like, no. And Law is like, hey, chill the F out, man. If Kaido comes down there, and in the state you and me are currently, he will kill us. We have no chance against Kaido. Law is one of the smartest characters in One Piece, and if he states something, it is true. Don't ignore what the Surgeon of Death is saying. He says, he brings it to the point. He's like, if he comes down here, we are dead meat. It's again pretty impressive what the two of them did, and that they still can talk and everything, you know. I really thought they would be completely unconscious and they would be getting treated or shit. But then we're cutting upstairs and we get the continuation of the fight between Kaido and Luffy, and we again get this perfect King's Hockey clash from both of them, and it looks fucking beautiful. It looks phenomenal again. This is maybe the 10th time we've gotten a panel like this, but it does not get boring. And by the way, officially now, this is Luffy's longest one-on-one fight, officially. They are fighting and Kaido has a flashback while fighting. First he's thinking to himself and he's like, oh, Lin, they've defeated you, right? Damn you. And Luffy is pure hype modus. He's like, oh my god. And he's like, Trowel, Jaggy, you've done it. You guys are amazing. You've really done the impossible. You've beat the old hack. Whilst Kaido has this little monologue inside of him, he's pushing out the King's Hockey wave, which is so strong from his fury and his sadness together. It pushes back Luffy. It was like, okay, his King's Hockey gets stronger because he's getting emotionful. We get the flashback panel with Big Mom, and then there she is. Kaido has now another flashback and we see a 24-year-old Big Mom, and Kaido is 50. Big Mom is asking him, hey, how old are you, huh? Don't you have a mouth? Why aren't you speaking, kid? And then he's saying, I'm 15, and we see it from the first person view, and then she's like, oh man, how young you are. And it's pretty funny because she is saying don't trust Rocks. You've joined Rocks, but that guy himself, Rocks back, he's not to be trusted. So Big Mom always had this older sister type figure against for Kaido, and she was always kind of taking care of him, and that's also why Kaido deep down is so has so many emotions and he's so sad about it, and he's even thinking to himself after he snaps out of the flashback, he's like, hey Lin, after all those years we have known each other for so many years, for more than 40 years, and it's like now we decided to do an alliance to get the One Piece and this shit happens to you. This is not good, and Kaido starts crying. He snaps into crying mode. Those are again his drunken form state which he uses to get more stronger and stronger, but Luffy pulls out Gear 4 Snake Man, and the amazing thing about this is how he looked on that panel whilst he was transforming. I had straight Katakuri flashbacks. He looked like Katakuri in that one, he looked amazing. And then he uses Jet Culverin, but his new technique is Hydra, and he punches Kaido so many times and so fast. Kaido himself is thinking, where the hell are these punches coming from? So Luffy is now speed blitzing Kaido in a way, which means he's gotten even faster. So Gear 4 Snake Man is even now a faster form than it was before, because Luffy grew stronger, and of course he's mantling it with advanced King's Haki, and he is giving Kaido a hell, and Kaido is stunned. He's like, what the hell is going on? I'm getting punched left and right. Where are these punches coming from? That's crazy. Luffy has him, he says, I'm gonna use all of my last resorts, all of my remaining energy. I will punch you so many times until my energy runs out. This is my final Gear 4 mode. I will kick you out of Wano. If this is true what he is saying, then this would mean Luffy does not have Gear 5 in his arsenal. This would also suggest that maybe Luffy, out of I don't know, nowhere now, would pull out Awakening, which then could be included in a Gear 5 in this battle against Kaido. But we will see how this will go down. No break next week, the fight will still continue with Kaido and Luffy, it will go on. We will see more of that next week, I'm so hyped about it, and then we will see what the Zunisha will do, what the CP0 will do, how he will assassinate Luffy, if he can do that, or if he will get stalled by Drake or not, and what's happening with Zoro and what is happening with the rest of them. What is going on, what will happen? Amazing return chapter after 1 week of break, and it was fantastic. It's your turn now. Write down in the comments what you thought of it. I thought it was amazing. Sub, like, and also comment, and we guys will meet again next week for the next chapter. Until then, still get hyped. See ya.